Hello everyone, myself Mr. Shivappa M. Edgar, working as assistant professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department at Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Now I welcome to the session on Fundamentals of Language Processing. Learning outcomes. At the end of this session, students will be able to describe the concept of analysis of the source program and synthesis of the target program and phases of the language processor. Agenda. In this video we are going to discuss about language processing, that is lexical rule, syntax rule, semantic rule and phases and passes of language processor. Now let us see about the language processor. Language processor is an analysis of the source program and synthesis of the target program. As we have discussed about what is source program and what is target program in the previous video. In this we will go to the next, what exactly we have to analyze. What is the source program and what is the target program? The collection of language processor components engaged in the analysis of the source program and constitutes analysis phases of the language processor. The components engaged in synthesizing a target program and constitutes a synthesize phases of the language processor. Okay. The specification of source program forms the basis of source program analysis. Okay. The specification consisting of three main components, that are lexical rule, syntax rule and semantic rule. Okay. These components can be used to analyze the source program. What is lexical rule? What is syntax rule? What is semantic rule? Let us see rules. Okay. The specification consisting of three components, that are, first one is a lexical rule. In the lexical rule, this governs the formation of valid lexical units in the source program. If we are getting the source program, whether the whatever the units that we have used in the source program that are valid or not, that we have to check in the lexical rule. Okay. In the syntax rule, this governs the formation of valid statement in the source program. Whatever the statements are there in the source program that are valid or not, that we have to check in the syntax rule. What is semantics rule? Okay. This rule associates meaning with valid statement of the language. These rules we can check with the help of example. It is there in the next slide. Now we can go to the next slide to check what is a lexical rule, syntax rule and semantic rule. Okay. Here the specification consisting of the analysis phase uses the component of source language specification to determine the relevant information concerning the statement in the source program. Thus the analysis of source program consisting of, just now I said, lexical, syntax and semantics. Synthesis phase means it is concerned with the construction of target language statement which have same meaning as source statement. Now it consisting of two main activities, that are creation of data structure in the target program, generation of target code. Now let us see what is that. This is an example, that is a percentage profit is equals to profit into 100 by cost price. This is simple example is there. In this one, what is the role of lexical, syntax and semantics? In the lexical, we have to check out the units validity and statements validity and association. Now in the given or above statement can contains, that is lexical analysis identifiers, that are colon, equal, star and slash as operators. Okay. 100, here the 100 is there, this 100 is a remains constant and remainings are the strings as identifiers, cost, price, profit, percentage profit, all those things. Okay. The syntax analysis identifies the statement as the assignment statement. In this one, it is valid or not, we have to check. Okay. Semantic analysis determines the meaning of the statement as profit into 100 divided by cost price into percentage profit. This is a simple example. Here we have to identify the units, whatever the units they have given, equal, all those things, and the syntax, the statement is a valid or not, we have to check out, and associates, it means we have to determine the meaning of the statement as profit into 100 by cost price into percentage profit. Okay. This is simple example, we can easily get the concept about lexical, syntax and semantics. Okay. Synthesis phase. creation of data structure. Based on the above example, based on this example, we can write the assembly language code, that is generation of target code, referred as memory allocation and code generation respectively. Here this is a memory allocation, it is a code generation, it is there. The move R is a one of the register, can be used to store the data or moving the data from CPU register to the memory by using a register. This is a profit, and we have to multiply that into the given data, that is a register to the 100. Okay, and then after that we have to divide by using a register into cost price. At the end we have to move that whole data to store the data in computer memory by using a move instruction by a register. Profit, percentage profit dw is 1, percentage profit dw is 1, profit dw1, cost price dw is 1. Dw is a data word, it can be used to store the data in a, or reserve the memory word in a memory. Okay, here for percentage profit, one memory word, profit one memory word, and cost price one data word, that is data word we have to reserve. For this purpose we have to use. This is the assembly language program based for the this statement, percentage profit equals to profit into 100 by cost price, just we have to do. Okay, this is a synthesis phase of the program generator. Now think and write, it can contain one question, what is language processing pass? Illustrate, with the illustrate means with the help of example can explain it. Now pause the video and answer the above question. Answer for the above question is, the language processing pass is the processing of every statement in a source program and its equivalent representation to perform a set of language processing function. For example, for a 2-pass translator, the following activities are carried out in 2 passes. First one is a pass 1 and pass 2. The detail, there is a big algorithm is there related to the pass 1 algorithm as well as pass 2 algorithm. Now we are taking as an example to the this example. Okay, it performs, what is the pass 1? Performs the analysis of the source program and note relevant information. Pass 2 performs a synthesis of target program. Okay, pass 1 is a source program and pass 2 is a target program. Okay, what is passes and phases and passes of language processor? Okay, analysis phase and synthesis phase is not feasible due to this one, due to forward references and memory requirement. In the memory requirement, what is forward references and memory requirement is there? Before going to this, what is semantics of the language processor? Okay, just now we have discussed, till now we have discussed about the analysis phase and synthesis phase, how exactly it can performs. Okay, in the language processor, this is a block diagram of that. So source program we have to give as a input to the analysis phase, and in the language processor it can happens both analysis phase as well as synthesis phase. Okay, in the analysis phase we have to analyze the source program and remove errors, and after that in the synthesis phase also it can synthesize the given program, and if the error is occurred it can remove. At the end they can generate the target program as a output. It means just still now we have discussed about what is analysis phase. Synthesis phase is there in the output of the program. It means in this one we have to use the front end as well as back end of the toy compiler, or what is toy compiler, it is also there. But in the analysis phase now we are discussing, in the next video we will discuss about what is synthesis phase or what is the back end of that given program. It's a block structure of the semantics of the language processor. Okay, now let us see what is forward references. It is a reference to the entity which precedes its definition in the program. Okay, the language processor passes. Just now we have discussed about what is the pass 1 and pass 2. Here is also in a forward references also we have to use the pass 1 as well as pass 2 concept. First, language processor passes, that is pass 1, performs the analysis of source program and notes relevant information. Whatever the analysis we are doing in the given problem source program, that can performs in the pass 1 and notes its relevant information. Okay, pass 2 performs synthesis. Just now I said in this above diagram, synthesis phase is in the next video. What it can performs in the target program only we have to use the concept about the pass 2, and it can performs the synthesis of target program, pass 1 analysis of the source program. Just now I said pass1 can be used analysis of the source program, that is SPGN source program, and generates the IR. IR is an intermediate representation. After analyzing the pass1 or source program, then we have to get code, that is intermediate representation, that we have to give as an input to the backend, which is given input to the pass2. In a pass1 we have to analyze the SP, then we have to get the IR. IR is an intermediate representation. That code we have to give as an input to the pass2. The pass2 can generate the target code. Okay. In this one, how we have to, if we are implementing any one program, it means how we have to use the concept about the synthesis phase, analysis phase as well as synthesis phase. In the analysis phase, we have to use a concept about the pass1. It means lexical, semantics, syntax and semantic concept we have to. In same to perform some other things in the synthesis also. In the synthesis is there in the target program. After in the next video about the target program, what is the back end or front end of that we discuss. Okay, it can perform that pass2 can perform the synthesis of the target program. Now these are the references I have used to prepare the above PPT. Thank you.